Okay, so I just wanted to review my life right now and kind of tell you where I'm at in my life right now. This is just to kind of get my thoughts out and express everything and have it documented. It's kind of like a virtual journal entry. And I wrote up some questions on sticky notes right here, some questions that I want to answer. I just have them attached to my steering wheel, but some questions that I want to answer in this video, just to help me get my mind working so I can describe things correctly. So, because I want to get value out of this, either right now or in the future when I watch it back or something. But yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna start off with the first question to get my mind rolling and hopefully get on track for this video. But the first question I have written down, what does my life look like right now? What have I been up to lately? So this past week, I've been doing a lot of eBay orders. I have an eBay business that I do. I have, I think, 180 listings right now posted on eBay. I'm just selling my old stuff, like my old like Legos and stuff, and magazines. I'm just selling all that on eBay. I've profited quite a bit, and I've been doing that kind of. It takes a while, so I've been doing it like 4 or 5 hours a day. Like today, I listed like 4 listings, and that took me like an hour and a half, I think. But yeah, so that's one thing I've been doing. And I also lately was doing Uber Eats, and I got like $40 off that, I think. They gave me like a free $27 because of this legal thing. But yeah, I've been doing Uber Eats lately. I'm just gonna cover my face on this camera. I don't want to look at myself, right? It's distracting me. Okay. Okay, cool. But yeah, so I've been doing Uber Eats lately. Those are the 2 things I've been doing for profit, is Uber Eats and eBay, to get money. And I think that yeah, I'm not going out looking for a job, and the reason why is because I'm waiting to hear back about this internship that I might be getting. And I don't want to just go out and get a job because I don't want it to interfere with the internship. But this is kind of a big thing I wanted to talk about in this video. About the internship and about all that. But I think I'll move on to the next question. What is my biggest struggle right now? My biggest struggle is definitely, it's kind of like a feeling of just being really eager. I just have a really big eagerness to work. I really want to work really badly. Like, I want to do, like, literally, I'm not even joking, like, right now I want to do, like, 80-hour work weeks. Like, I will do that. It's just, like, something where, like, it's just, like, I need to... I just have a lot of things on my mind right now. I'm just kind of thinking, like, wait, why? I'm saying I will do 80 hours a week. Why don't I just do it right now myself? Because I can just do it myself, work 80 hours a week. But like the thing is, I need to be in a community. Like I need the community aspect of it. I can't just go out and like start filming videos of a tree and like edit it for 80 hours straight. That's not what I want to do. I need like an actual gig, like an actual community, an actual like people. And I think the internship is a really good opportunity for that. And I'll kind of say what's been happening with that. So basically, this guy from the film club, I worked on a couple short films with him, and he works for a media company in Chico that I really was wanting to be a part of and still really want to be a part of. But I saw him in person and I asked him, I told him like, I'm going to apply to Metric, the media company's called. And he was like, oh, I'll get you an interview. And I was like, no way. Because apparently he's the person you go to coordinate interviews. So it's perfect. And then I did get an interview, and I did the interview. It went well. And then I went on set for a whole day. It was like a 13-hour day or something, but we went, and it was a music video. It was insanely fun. I loved it so much. It was such a good experience, and I just want to do that every day. But it's kind of I have to take little steps to get there. But yeah, so they basically got me on set, and I tried to make the best impression I could. I tried to work as hard as I could. I went out and got lunch for everybody, like lunch and dinner and things. He told me to just go out, and he gave me his card, and I went out and bought all that. And this is the first time I've done anything like that. This is the first paid set that I've been on, because they did pay me, which I didn't like. I don't really care about the money. I mean, it's a good thing. It's like, cool, I'm glad I got money, but mainly, obviously, what I care about is being on set and just getting that experience, and pushing outside my comfort zone. So I did that, and yeah, it was a really good experience. And now what I'm talking about with the internship is, in the interview, he was like, we usually don't offer people internships right away. You got to come on set with us first, and then we'll like see where it goes or something like that. And I just haven't heard anything back about like, I have heard things back. Like I messaged him this really long text. I was like, hold on. Did the light just die? Wait. I'm so confused. I don't know what's happening. Okay. But yeah, so I messaged him this really long text being like, I really enjoyed the set. Like, I'm willing to put a lot of myself in. I'm willing to commit myself to the company and like work as hard as I can to be where you want me to be, or something like that. And he was like, thank you so much for the text. And I was also kind of nervous to send that text, because I didn't know what the response would be. But I figured it would be nice, just because, and it was nice. He was like, thank you. And so yeah, I think that was good. But he said, like, I'm going to try to work hard to get, is the light fading? He said, like, I'm going to try to work hard to get you on set. And so it kind of sounds to me like it's not like an internship thing where I'm like going in and like working there every day. Like, he didn't make it sound like that, which was kind of confusing to me. So I think my plan is on Wednesday, which is in 2 days because it's Monday right now. Tomorrow's Tuesday. On Wednesday, if he hasn't messaged me back, which I don't think he will, but maybe, I don't know, I'll text him and be like, just like give a clarification message or whatever you want to call it, and just say like, I'm interested, like I don't really know what I'm gonna say yet, but something like I'm interested in interning, like just a kind of a reminder text, like I'm interested in interning, not just on set. I'll do in office work, and I'm also willing to work for completely free. I think I should say that because I am willing to, because I know that will lead to paid work eventually. Like, obviously, if I work hard, it'll lead to paid work, and even if it doesn't, like, I literally don't care. I really want to be a part of that, so I'm gonna do that. And so, yeah, so that's kind of my next step on that aspect, is texting him. But I've been kind of stressing out lately, back to the question of what is my biggest struggle right now. I've been kind of stressing out lately because of that, because I just like don't, it's hard to talk to nobody right now, but I just don't I keep losing my train of thought because I don't have anybody to look in the face. Like, what am I supposed to do right now? But I've just been anxious because like I said, I really have this work ethic and I really want to be working. And it's like, I feel like I'm kind of wasting my potential in a way, like this week. Like, this week, I've got out of bed at like 1 p.m. multiple times. And that's like not at all how I want to live my life. I don't want to do that any longer. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so the opposite of my goals, the opposite of everything. Like, I don't want to be doing that. It's not what I need. And it's not helping me. So I kind of really just want to work. So I talked to my mom last night, and we talked about how I don't need to just be sitting around waiting. I can seek other opportunities. And I was like, I know I can, but I want to be open for them. And I think something my mom said kind of opened my mind up. Like, she was like, you're limiting yourself by thinking that way. And that's what I realized. Like, I am limiting myself by thinking that way. Like, I don't want to limit myself. Like, I want to expand myself as much as possible. So I like basically need to be doing outreach to like everybody, because there is multiple people in Chico that I'm interested in reaching out to, and haven't. And there's basically no excuse to not have done that yet, because there's nothing to lose. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need to do that. And I think my mindset just kind of changed since I talked to my mom yesterday about that. And it kind of helped me be less anxious, but I still am anxious a little bit. Like, I really want to work. Like, that's all I want to do. I really want opportunity. So, but it's like, I was talking to my mom yesterday, and she was like, if something came up, like an opportunity came up, would you take it? And I'd be like, yeah, for sure. And then I said, but I just don't have opportunity. But then I realized, like, why don't I have opportunities? Because, like, I'm not seeking that opportunity. I felt like I was, by seeking metric and seeking that opportunity, and in that aspect I am seeking opportunity, but again, it's a limiting mindset, and I really can't limit myself on this, just because of my goals and the scope I want to achieve, and the goals I want to achieve, and my ideal future in my life. Like, I need to expand, and I want to expand too. So I definitely need to do that. So I guess my next step in that aspect is basically tomorrow. I was thinking tonight, but I'm not sure what time it is. Let me just check. Let me check what time it is. Okay. It's 10:15 right now. 10:15. So maybe tonight, probably not. I'm gonna start forming messages and typing up messages to send to people on like Instagram and Gmail and maybe LinkedIn and maybe Facebook, just to reach out and try to potentially set up like coffee with people, or just say like I don't know. I think that's the best move, but I need to think more on it. But I think the best move is setting up coffee rather than being like, if you have an opportunity, let me know. But I think that's the best move. But that's my next step in that aspect of expanding my reach beyond Metric and beyond the film club, because I realized like the way I got into the film club was by doing outreach. Like I messaged people, I didn't know what to expect or what response I was going to get, and it literally like changed my life by doing that, like by outreaching. And I was like, oh, I'm done, I outreached now. So like this is what I think I subconsciously thought, and that's why I didn't really think the way my mom was telling me last night. Like I subconsciously just thought like, oh, I'm done outreaching now, like in a way, because I am in the film club now, so I'm open now. Like people know about me now. And that's true, but like I want more people to know about me. And the only way to do that is by outreaching. And then a thought comes up and I'm like, but I want to do that naturally and like meet them on set. And then it goes back to like, well, then what do you want? Like you want to wait around until you meet them naturally on set, or you want to do what you can and try to meet them sooner? Like I have the ability to do that because there's such thing as the internet, and I can type, and I have a phone and Wi-Fi, and I'm just really blessed to be in the situation I am. And it is true, like I'm not using my resources. Like I need to be using what I've been given, because I want to achieve something great. So, and I'm lucky enough to be in the position where I can dream those dreams, because I have the ability to dream those dreams, and I'm fortunate enough to be in the place where those are plausible dreams. The only way that they'll happen though is if I actively work towards it. And I think it's just hard for me because I felt like I was actively working towards it, but I also felt like I'm not, because I'm just waiting around for this opportunity. And I'm like, so yeah, it just comes back to like, I need to be searching for more opportunity. And that's exciting to me too. Really exciting to me. So I'm definitely going to be doing that tomorrow. Like maybe just like all day, or I don't know, like just do it as much as possible. Form messages, reach out to people. I made this 6 months ago before I joined the film club. I made this whole list of people. I'll go back to that list and try to reach out to them, as much people as possible. Like there's nothing to lose, like I said. Yeah, I just need to reach out to everybody possible. My mind's kind of going different places now, so I think I'm going to move on to a different topic. Maybe I'll come back to this topic, but the next topic, maybe I'll just briefly answer this question. I kind of already have, but it's what do I want most right now? I kind of already said that, but just connection, outreach with people. And I guess this is a good transition point into my next topic that I really wanted to bring up. But what do I want most right now? I want community and friends that lift me up and support me becoming the person I want to become, the person I need to become, and the person I'm working to become. Because I realized community and the people around you deeply impact your growth as a person. Like if you're around the same people your whole life, it's really hard to grow, and it's all in your head. Like it's all your mind is what controls your life. So like today, I just want to bring this up. This is what I wanted to bring up, but I'll just start with this. But today, like, I hung out with my friends from high school in the morning, and like I had a lot of fun, but the whole time I was just thinking like I need to stop. Like I need to stop hanging out with them because it's like it's not moving me forward in my journey. Like it's not moving me anywhere. It's just making me stay put, and it's like they're not uplifting, and they're just not where I am in life. And that's kind of what I talked to my dad about, but like they're just not where I am in life. And I want to surround myself with people that lift me up and that are more successful than me. In a lot of aspects, just more successful, like better than me at a lot of things. I just want to surround myself with those people. I just want to be friends with those people. I want to be friends with people that just have the same desires as me and like have the same drive and passion as I do. And my friends right now don't have that. Like they have that in, I guess, some aspects, but like not anywhere near where I have it. Like my life right now is completely different. Like they don't have any of the same goals. Basically their life right now consists of just wanting to hang out, and like in my opinion it's like just play around, and like I don't want to do that. Like I want to hang out, but like on a film set. Like I just want to hang around. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't want to just go hang around like in a house. Like today, I'll just give a specific examples from today, but I hung out with them, and like I was just like I just didn't feel valued. I didn't feel like I belonged there, and I didn't feel like I wanted to be there at all. And I mean I did in a way, but I also like it was just like it felt like it made me like I don't know how to explain it. It made me feel like not like I was gonna say sick, but not. I don't know if that's the right word. It made me just feel like why am I here? You know what I mean? Like this is not what I want, where I want to be. So why am I here? Like I have free will. I don't need to be here. It's just a hard topic, but it's like I don't need to be here. So why am I here? And the main thing that made me think that is just like we went to see my friend get his wisdom tooth pulled out, so we could just like play around with him when he was high or whatever. And we did, and that was funny. But before that, we all didn't. There was 6 of us or something. 5 of us. We didn't all go into the doctor's office waiting room. Like we were not just gonna sit in the doctor's office waiting room. So we walked to a donut shop. And we were just like sitting around the table, and literally everybody was on their phone scrolling on reels. And I was like, why is everybody on their phone? And then my friend was like, you were just on your phone. And I was like, yeah, but I'm trying to socialize. Like, I'm trying to talk to you guys. And he's like, okay, what do you want to talk about? And I'm like, I don't know, just like, let's talk. And then he's like, yeah, what do you want to talk about? And he was just being really purposely annoying, and like trying to like egg me on, and it felt like I was just getting bashed down, and like it's not lifting me up. And then I was like, okay guys, we should go. And then they were like someone said something like, Matt's the last, like like, I don't know, but like Matt's the last person I would listen to. Like Matt's the last person I would want to be the leader or something. Like, and that's just unacceptable. Like I don't want that to be put into my eardrums. Like I don't need that in my ears and in my head, because that does not help me. Like it doesn't help me build my mindset up. It literally doesn't help at all. And I know that in life stuff like that will happen, but it's just like that's optional. Like I don't need to be around those people. And I just don't like how I get treated and how they bash down my mindset. I need people that treat me like a human being and treat me like an adult, and don't just like play around with me and bash me down all the time. That's what I need. And I really feel that in the film club, which is one reason I like it a lot. And I felt like that on the set. Like people just treat me like an adult, like a professional adult, and not like a little kid. Like I don't feel like it's so hard to hang out with them because they all just are so unwilling to mature and don't want to mature. But I mean, like, again, it's like they're having fun. That's where they are in life, and that's completely fine. It's just like I am done with that. Like that was in high school. I'm done with that. I'm moving on to like I want to work as hard as I can to achieve my dreams and get to where I want to be in 5 years, which is working on high budget productions in 5 years. That's my goal. And hanging out with my friends at donut shop, sitting on Instagram Reels is not going to get me on high budget productions in 5 years. And so why should I wait? Like, kind of like, why should I wait to stop hanging out with them right now? Like, or why should I wait for the future to stop hanging out with them when more things come up, and just stop right now so my mindset can not get bashed down. But I don't know how I think about that. I'm just kind of saying that out loud, but I don't really know how I think about that. I do still want to hang out with them. I've just been kind of trying to cut back on how much time I hang out with them because of those reasons I talked about a couple minutes ago. But I feel like I should still hang out with them. If I have the time, hang out with them. I think that's a good thing. Because it's people, and it's socializing. But again, I don't want to do, like, they do all-nighters, just like playing games all night, like, and that's okay for them because they have the ability to do that and they want to do that, and nothing bad's happening. They're just doing that, and that's kind of how a lot of college life is. But that's not how I want my college life to be. I want to be on high budget productions. Like I literally, something that kind of is pushing me so far, like something that just kind of got me thinking is just like, this movie just came out. It's the Backrooms movie, and the director of the movie, I've looked up to him for a while, since he was like 16 or 17, and I was also that same age. He made videos on YouTube, like Backrooms videos, and that he was literally like the person that made me get interested in like VHS, like one of the main reasons, which is crazy because I am like obsessed with that. But like he's a big inspiration to me, and he's 20 years old, which he's like a couple months or like a year older than me, and he's directed a movie that he wrote and directed a movie at 20, and he also broke box office records this week. I saw on the news, which is like insane to me, and like something that kind of, like, he always seemed like a good inspiration, but it kind of felt closer to home because like I learned that he lives like 2 hours, he grew up 2 hours away from me, and this guy who lives in Chico that I hopefully will go get coffee with, he actually collaborated with him, with the director of the Backrooms. He collaborated with him a couple years ago, and I watched that video that he was in. He was an actor in the video, and I watched that video, and I was like, this is a cool video. But I didn't realize that guy in the video literally lived in Chico, like 2 minutes, like he literally lives like 5 minutes down the street. So, and he was like in my favorite director's YouTube video. So that was just insane to me. And I'm like, it just kind of expanded my mind, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, this is insane. What am I doing? I want to be where Kane Parsons is. That's his name, the director. I want to be where he is, and I don't just get to magically wish that and be there. And I don't want to magically wish that and be there. I want to work to get there. He obviously worked really hard to get there. He completely deserves it. I love his work, and I love his mindset. And I've listened to lots of podcasts with him, and I just love how he thinks and talks. And I definitely feel like I will get to meet him someday, and hopefully like be friends with him. Like, that would be cool. I actually feel like I really would be friends with him. That's actually crazy. I think I will be friends with him. I definitely will. Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be friends with him at some point in the next couple years or more. Hopefully not a lot of time. Like, he's a pretty cool guy, it seems like, from listening to podcasts. So I don't know where I'm going, but where I'm going with this, but like, basically what I'm trying to say is my mind's been expanding recently. Like, okay, that sounds really mystical and weird, but like, my mind's been like opening up recently, and I'm like realizing, like, why am I sleeping till 1 p.m. when I have access to the internet, like a worldwide like web, you know what I mean? Like, it literally reaches the whole world, and I have it at my fingertips, and I have unlimited access to it, and I'm just sitting in my bed doing nothing, when I could be spending that time on like, I've been watching Facebook Reels, but instead of on that garbage app, I could be outreaching and hopefully gaining real life opportunities. So that's kind of what I'm going to be starting to do, and I'm really excited and glad that I realized my, not mistake, but my lack of hard work recently. Because I in my head I was like, no, I'm working pretty hard, like, I'm glad, but I'm like, and in my head I think it might have been just a little excuse. I was like, I'm just waiting on the response to see if I'm gonna get the internship. But it's just like why would I wait around? Like, I cannot be controlled by other people. Like, I can't be controlled by the company. Like, me waiting on their response. Like, I have opportunity to go find opportunity, and I'm not taking that opportunity, and I'm waiting on another opportunity instead of taking the more opportunities. That, I don't know what I just said, but I think that makes a little sense. Like, I'm not doing anything about it, and like, it's just like crazy to me. Like, why? There's no good reason why not, except I honestly think that I just kind of needed to talk to somebody, and I did talk to my mom, and she kind of told me what I needed to hear, and what I think my mind kind of thought in the really back of my mind. I just thought it might have been a better idea to, like, why would it be a better idea to wait around? Maybe in my mind I was like giving myself a time limit. I think I was like, by now or by tomorrow or something, I probably would have been like, yeah, this is waiting too long. I'm gonna start doing something about it. But yeah, I'm gonna take action. I'm gonna outreach to lots of people. I'm gonna, near my area, I'm gonna do that. But also, something my mom said, she said that like, I don't need to limit myself to Chico, because I literally can go anywhere. Like, I can genuinely go anywhere in the entire world. Like, I have money in my bank. I could get it. Like, if I got an opportunity to work on a relatively high budget thing in like China or something, like, I would buy a plane ticket and go to China. Like, and I'm not, that's not a joke. Like, I would do that. I'd spend all my money and go to China for a big opportunity. I don't know about all my money. I probably would. depending on how big of an opportunity it was, depending on if they spoke English, but I don't need to limit myself. Like, I can literally contact people, and I mean, I don't want to be contacting people in LA, but like, oh my, hold on. Yeah, so I don't want to be like necessarily. I definitely want to try to get as much people near my area as possible, but also I'm gonna reach out to this guy I know from the film club most likely and be like, ask him something like if he has any opportunities come up, because he knows a ton of people from LA because he went to, I think, like a film school down there, and like people message him all the time or asking him to like be a part of something in LA, and he's like, no, I got this going on down here, so I can't. And then I'm thinking about maybe like he would be able to forward that to me and like recommend me, or I don't know, something like that, you know. But yeah, I have so much opportunity, I realized, and I'm glad I realized that, and I'm just trying to talk about it right now. But yeah, basically the main takeaway is don't limit myself only to Chico, because I literally, I have a car, I have money, I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have like some commitment to people here. Like, it's just like, I don't want to move away, but if it's a gig, like, I'll just go do the gig for a day, a month, like a week, whatever, like, and make those connections and get that experience, and then come back to Chico and continue getting experience, like, you know, just stuff like that. But I would be so willing to do that. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna move on to another question. I don't know, let me check how long I've been doing this. I've only been doing this for 30 minutes. That's good. So let's see. I guess I'll move on to this. How am I taking care of my body? The reason I wrote this is because I wanted to touch on some subjects. They're not as important as the other ones, in my opinion, but like, for the past 6 months to a year, I've been really struggling with eating 3 meals a day. Like, for the past couple months, I guess for the past 4 to 6 months, I've been literally only having 1 meal a day, and it's like at 4 p.m. But a big reason kind of is because I've also have been getting out of bed pretty late recently, which I talked about earlier, which I obviously don't like. It's unacceptable, but I get out of bed late, and then I get hungry. Like, I just don't even realize I'm hungry because my sleep schedule is like completely ruined. And like, it's just ridiculous. Like, what am I doing? Like, I don't need to be doing that, bro. I might go to like Stoble's tomorrow morning. It's a coffee place. Maybe, I don't know how good I would be able to focus there. I would want to be able to focus so I could, I don't know. That's off topic, but I just thought of that. But yeah, so I haven't been eating much, and I kind of, luckily, I'm realizing how important food is to me. I talk to my parents about it all the time. It impacts my relationships with my friends a lot, but also, like I was saying earlier about them, they're kind of just try to make me mad a lot, and they're just, I don't know how to explain it. I love them, but they're not benefiting my life, like, at all. They're just kind of making me more stressed out. I mean, Daniel, which is like, I guess I'd consider him my best friend. He he doesn't make my life stressed out, but like everybody else, like, it's not their fault either. It's just like, that's just how it is because we're in different places in life. Me and Daniel, I feel like, are the closest, but also the most farthest away. We just have a ton of similar interests, like surface level interests, though, just entertainment. Like, we don't have the same passions or anything, I don't think. I mean, kind of, but like, he likes photography, but he's not like yeah. I just kind of, yeah, So basically the takeaway from this is I need to be eating more. And I also just wanted to say that so I could look back in the future and like be like, what was I doing? Why am I only eating one meal a day? Hopefully I'm not still doing that in like 5 years or whatever. Let me think what year it will be in 5 years, because that's when I'm hopefully gonna already be friends with Kane Parsons. I don't know why keep saying that, but obviously I'm gonna be on a high budget set, most likely, hopefully, in 5 years. And obviously I'll be a completely different person in 5 years, but it's 2026, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 32, so 2032. Wait, 31 or 30? I don't even know. 31 or 32, but 2031 and 2032, I'm going to be on a high budget set, and hopefully I'll be eating 3 meals a day, and hopefully I'll be waking up at like 4 a.m. and going on set and going to bed way earlier, because I'll just run through my sleep schedule pretty quick. Most nights I go to bed at 2 a.m. to 3 a.m., sometimes 4, and I wake up around 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. is like sometimes when I get out of bed. That's not when I wake up. I usually wake up at like 10 or 9:30 and then scroll on Reels for like 2.5 to 3 hours, which is disgusting, but I'm just kind of saying the truth. Like, I'm not going to be lying on this video. So I scroll for 3 hours in bed, and then I get up and feel disgusting and run out of the house and do as much as I can. Yeah, so I don't want this to be a discouragement video. It's not just, I don't think it's discouraging me, but it's kind of making me think of like all the stuff. Like, I don't know, but I'm just gonna talk more about what I've been doing recently. So like, I've been watching movies every night. Like, I watch VHS tapes. I think I've watched like 15 of my tapes or something. Which is like, I love that. So I love them so much. I love watching on the CRT. And I just made a tour video, so it's the last post right before this is the tour of my room right now, as it is right now. I watched a lot of those tapes. Like, I'm watching Devil Wears Prada right now. I'm in the middle of that. I stopped it last night. I might finish it tonight, but yeah, so that's what I've been doing in that. And I've been sitting around hoping that he responds to me for the internship, and doing eBay and Uber Eats, and going to my dad's house a lot. And also, I guess I can talk about things like my dad is helping this guy named Ian, who has a heart problem and gets heart attacks. Like, he went to the hospital, he had to get a new heart. He's living at my dad's house right now. I see him like every day pretty much, because I go to my dad's like every day. And he has a little daughter named Ellie, who's I think like 9 or something. And I see her a lot, and they're really nice people. Like, I love them a lot, and they're really nice and cool. And yeah, I go to their house a lot and eat. I mainly eat food there, because they have more food that I like at my dad's than at my mom's. Also, speaking of that, this is completely unrelated, but I'm hoping to have moved out of my mom's house by the end of the year. That's kind of, I don't know if that's my goal, but that's my hope. I don't know. I'm imagining I'll still be in Chico. Unless some insane, absurd opportunity comes up somewhere else. I mean, it could, depending on how crazy my outreach is. Like, I'm gonna obviously outreach to tons and tons of people. I'm hoping just to do like hundreds and hundreds and push way outside my comfort zone and just go full force. That's kind of what I'm hoping to do. But yeah, so basically I don't know. Hopefully I moved out. I was maybe thinking about moving in with like Cameron and Daniel and Asher and stuff, but I kind of just been thinking about it, and like it's just that's gonna completely, I think honestly that would literally destroy my life, because again, it's so important the people you surround yourself with, and they're really good people, but it's just like they're not the people for me right now, for what I want for my life and what I want for myself and the person I want to be. They're not the people that are for that, I don't think. Obviously I still will stay in connection with them, but I just really, it's hard for me. I just don't think I can be close friends with them, and that's sad, but also I'm okay with that, because again, like, it's not getting me anywhere in terms of like my life and the big scope of things. Like, it's just it's yeah, it's sad and like complicated, but I've talked about it a lot on this video. But let's see, what do I want? I already so yeah, I guess the last question I had on the sticky note is, what advice would future me give me? And I think advice future me would give me, I actually really want to think on that. Like, if I was in the future watching this video right now and I was thinking like, what would I ask myself? Or what would I get, like, what would I recommend myself do? I mean, I really think I would recommend myself, first off, so I don't forget, I think I'd recommend myself hang out with my friends as much as possible before my time is consumed by my work and by my passions and dreams and goals. Just hang out with them as much as possible, and just don't be afraid to get yourself out there and talk to people. What advice? And don't limit yourself because of your like physical your physical insecurities, like this. This is a physical insecurity of mine that limits me, and I think I'm doing a really good job on not letting that limit myself. This is a congenital nevus. I was born with it at birth. It's a birthmark on my left hand, and it goes up to my finger, which I have more skin on this finger. This finger, I have a little more skin, but it's a kind of a slight dysformality in my left hand. It doesn't hurt at all. It's just a higher risk of cancer, skin cancer, which I don't know. But this is a big insecurity of mine for my entire life. And a lot of my friends don't know. Nobody knows except one person in my family. And the people that maybe see it on set or whatever, and I don't care at all. Like I care so much more about like the grand scope of things than some random person on a set talking about this. But like, yeah, so I'd say I'd give myself that advice. And then I'm trying to think what else. It's hard to think about what I would think about in 5 years or 10 years, because I don't know who I'm going to be. I just know I'm going to be completely different and a better version of what I am now. Or I'm going to be on fentanyl and depressed. I don't see myself at all doing that, but if I am watching this and I'm depressed, actually that would be a good thing, because I'm kind of worried, like, if something happens and I like get fired from this job or something like that, or like some like guy like gets mad at me, like if I'm friends with like Steven Spielberg or something, if I'm friends with him and he gets mad at me and he's like, I don't want to be friends with you, you're not allowed at this company, and I'm depressed now, what advice would I give myself now to that version of myself? I just made that up right now, but I'm gonna answer that. I think I would give that future version of myself, I would want to give you my passion and interest and curiosity that I have right now. I'm hoping I have that forever and it just grows, but I don't know how that'll work. But I just have so much. I'm just so, like, I was gonna say, I think I'm like just so desperate and so eager to work in the industry and I just want to be involved in everything to do with filmmaking. I want to write, I want to direct, I want to be on high budget sets, high budget commercials, be around as many people as possible, meet as many people as possible. Like, it's so exciting to me. Right now it's so exciting, and I'm so happy and excited and feeling so blessed. And I know I have so much potential and so much purpose. And even if I don't think that right now, I just need to remember how I feel right now, like in 2026, because I really believe that. Like, I think every single human has potential, but I think I just have, like, I don't want to sound like some narcissist, but I just also like bring stuff to light. But I think that I have obviously more of a natural talent, and I'm just naturally creative, and I need to be creating something. So I just need to remember that and always stick to that, even if I feel like burnt out. Just remember that I'm on this earth for a purpose, and I know my purpose, and I know my goals, and I know what I need to do to achieve them. So I just do it. Like, it's gonna be hard, obviously. Like, it's gonna be insanely hard, but that's what it takes. Like, if you have big goals, you can't, if you have big goals, you can't just let yourself complain and let yourself get torn down by things, because that's what happens when you dream big, you know, and I'm okay with that right now. I'm completely okay with that. I hope I'm always okay with that. I think I will be, but yeah. And then also, this is completely random, but just let me see how long I've been doing this. 53 minutes. Also, I think that what am I even saying right now? Oh yeah. So I was like, this is also something random, but I was thinking of recording affirmations on a cassette tape and playing it through my Walkman, and like having a dedicated cassette tape to my affirmations. Like, I'd come in my car right here and like maybe record directly onto the tape, or record onto my phone and then record that onto the tape. But like, just me saying like affirmations that I write down in like a voice that's like really like passionate voice. I don't know how to explain that, but just do that. Yeah. I'm just gonna, I think that's really, really good idea. Like, I really should do that. That's such a good idea. Like, because I can't believe how important positive self-talk is, and how life-changing affirmations are. Something that kind of made me think of that is I just watched the Michael Jackson movie, and he said affirmations to himself a lot, and I just kind of imagined him recording on a cassette tape affirmations and playing it back to himself. And I was like, that's a good idea. I don't even know if he did that, but that's a good idea. So I'm like, I have a cassette tape, and I love cassettes, and I love Walkman, and I'm like, I should just do that. So I think I definitely will do that. And then I could also just have it forever. Like, that cassette tape I could have forever, and it could always be an inspiration to me, and I could always remind myself of the things I tell myself. Like, I realize how important it is, positive self-talk and positive influence from other people around you, and how important it is to surround yourself. Like, it's so important. Like, you literally cannot become successful. You literally cannot become successful if you surround yourself with people, like bad people, you know what I mean? Like, not bad people, but like just as an example, like, if you're under a bridge with drug addicts, you're not going to become a successful person. Like, you need to change. But if you're a drug addict who lives under a bridge, and you're constantly surrounded by multimillionaires who cheer you on and push you to grow, and you're also trying to grow, like, you will be successful the more you do that. Like, that's just, like, literally a fact. Like, there's no way, unless the millionaires are like fentanyl addicts, and they serve you and they like overdose you. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean? Like, unless some crazy thing happens. Like, what am I talking about? But yeah, I don't know what's happening right now. My mind's losing thought. Yeah, this is really helpful, I guess. This really long video of me talking in my car about my life. I just wanted to get this all down and document it, because it kind of feels like I'm just getting it off my chest, and it really helps to process my thoughts out loud. This is so helpful. I really want to, I literally might do another video tomorrow night or something, maybe. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Like, maybe I could literally just pull out my phone and talk to my phone. Like, I could do that. But it's just like, I don't want my parents to hear, because it's cringy or whatever. But yeah. But yeah, it's June 1st, 2026, where I see myself at the end of this month. I want to, like, obviously, I want to hopefully be full-time in any way at Metric, or have a gig set up with people. I just remembered I'm gonna be missing out on this gig to go to Arizona to see my grandparents, but like, I'm okay with that. I decided that, but it's still sad. But yeah, I see myself at the end of this month either being full-time at Metric in one way or another, or I don't see myself where I am right now. If I am, like, I completely, like, what am I doing? Like, that's unacceptable. Like, why am I staying in bed till 1 p.m. after a month? That's not gonna happen. By the end of this month, that's not gonna be the case. And I'm gonna make sure of that. I need to watch this back in a month. Skip to this timestamp in a month. Skip the timestamp 58:54 in 1 month. Okay, so it's April, May, June, July 1st, 2026. At this point, if I'm watching this a month later, if I am not full-time at Metric, or working on multiple gigs, or working actively towards my career, if I'm still doing eBay full-time, then what am I doing? Work harder. You need to work harder if that's the case, in any way possible. I don't even care if I spend 80 hours researching people. You need to work harder. You need to drive to LA right now and walk out the door and go knock on people's doors. I'm not even joking. Do something like crazy like that. If I'm not where I'm saying I'm going to be in a month, then that's that's just gonna have to be the case. That's unacceptable. So I'm gonna end this off on a positive note. Kind of, maybe, I'm trying to think of how to end it, but maybe what am I most proud of right now in my life? I think right now I'm most proud of myself for just trying in general. Like, I am trying. I'm trying, in my opinion, I'm trying pretty hard. I mean, I know I can always try harder, and I will try harder, but I guess I'm proud of myself for trying, because you don't go from not trying to infinitely trying as hard as you can. That's not how trying works. I mean, at least for me. So you need to take the steps up the staircase, and I'm already on the first or second step, and I just keep climbing the staircase. So I guess that's what I'm proud of, is that I'm on a step and not just falling down, you know? That's what I'm most proud of, definitely. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I feel like I have so much more to talk about and so much more to say. The good thing is I can record myself talking at any point. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm excited to make a multi-million-dollar production, and I'm excited to meet Kane Parsons, and I'm excited to actually, I know I'm gonna meet this guy, what is his, like, Corey? He just made a brand new movie, like, Curry Baker, I think his name is. Like, he made this new movie called Obsession. I'm gonna meet him at some point too. Hopefully I'll be friends with him. He's also seems cool. But yeah, that guy is pretty cool. So yeah, if he's watching this for some reason, what's up? Yeah. But and I'm not like obsessing over you. Not like that person from Obsession. Like, I don't know what I'm saying. That's yeah, that's what am I saying right now? Okay, I don't know what's happening. I'm really tired and can't think right now, so yeah, I think this was a good video and a really this is definitely a really helpful video. It was really helpful. It was a really good video. I had a good time explaining everything to you, and I'm glad this is documented. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I'm glad I finally got to do it. I haven't made a sit-down car video in like 6 months. That's crazy. I literally haven't recorded myself in the car since I got fired, since before I got fired from my job at car wash. Oh, also, I wanted to mention that since the last time I uploaded a video was when I got fired from the car wash, that was like the best thing to happen to me so far this year, getting fired. Like, I'm not joking. Like, so much opportunity opened up. My mind opened up. Like, I would not be anywhere near where I am right now if I still worked at that car wash. Like, nowhere near as where I am. Like, I'm so thankful that they fired me. Like, I'm so, like, thank you so much for firing me. Because I would not have left the job. I was literally planning on being there for like the whole year. I would still be working there, most likely. And I would not have anywhere near this opportunity. I wouldn't even be thinking about all the stuff I'm thinking about now. So I'm just so thankful that they fired me. And I literally said that in the video. I just watched it back yesterday. Like, I saw it as a success. I knew it was a success. I knew that it was for a reason, and it was for a reason, because it opened up so much other opportunity. that's just how life works. Like, one bad thing after another leads to a good thing, after another leads to a bad thing, then a good thing, then a bad thing, and then the good thing is just like all connected, and it's like so like beautiful. It's like such an amazing thing. And I'm so happy that I'm get to experience that, and I'm just feel so blessed and thankful. Yeah. So it's June 1st, 2026. My birthday was on May 19th, so I just recently turned 19 years old. I'm really looking forward to the future, and I'm looking forward to, I guess, I don't know, like, hopefully maybe I'll see a movie tomorrow in the theaters, like either Backrooms or Obsession. Those are the two movies I'm so excited to see. But yeah, so, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll reach out to tons of people, form all these messages, do all that. I think I should check that tonight. I think I'm gonna go in and just check that to get it on my mind or whatever. But yeah, and I might be recording another video in my car like really soon, or just in general. I don't want to limit myself to the car. Like, I could just pull out my phone and record a 2-second video in my room. I think that's completely okay. I just want to say that out loud. So yeah. This gum, this is the best kind of gum. It lasts forever, literally lasts forever, and I got it for $1. So it's by far the best kind of gum. Also, this chain on my key is the most inspirational keychain that I have. Like, New York, like, it's so beautiful. Every time I look at it, it makes me so happy. Because I want to move to New York. It's so amazing, but yeah, so, okay. I'm gonna go inside and close my curtains and then look at the document of people, see who I have written down, because I don't even know, and then maybe finish that movie. But yeah, okay.